Hi there. So, this is just a quick audio I just want to record about my thoughts with the All Engines Go special race for the Sodor Cup. Before I begin, I will warn you that there might be spoilers because it's a kids movie with a very generic, predictable plot, and I don't think anyone really cares about the Thomas reboot due to what it is and the fact it took away everything that made Thomas into what he was. With that out of the way, here's my quick thoughts with the recent special that was released in cinemas to debut this new look. To keep it short, it was okay. And that's really all I can say about it. It's honestly nothing too special about it. To me, it feels more like an extended episode rather than a huge movie, as it's promoted by some. It's only an hour long, so it's not going to waste your time that much, and personally, this is something that kids might enjoy. After All Engines Go is for the preschool audience. That's what Mattel has been wanting this new Thomas to be for, as an introduction to the Thomas franchise for all new generation of fans. The plot and story of the special is just generic and predictable. Kana is racing for the Sodor Cup. This is her first time being part of it, so this means a lot for her. She would have been partnered up with Kenji, who has won many races before, but after an incident occurred to save Kana, he would be damaged and out of the race. This is where Thomas becomes the replacement. Thomas doesn't think he should be part of it because he's not as fast as Kenji, but his friends convince him to do so. After a montage with Hiro, who coached Kenji in the past and now coaching Kana and Thomas, the race begins into 4 sections. Each of those sections has a certain thing that they and the competitors, Jiff and Riff and Verona and Federico, have to do. Using what Hiro said to them and Thomas's knowledge of the rails, they both, unsurprisingly, win the Sodor Cup. The moral of the story: being fast is important in a race, but so is teamwork, knowledge, and slowing down at the right time in order to get ahead. As this is the debut for the new look in the UK, before its first episode airing over here on Milkshake in November 8th, we have our first look at our voice actors that we'll be getting in the UK. Unfortunately, because they showed the US cast list in the credits, we don't really have an idea of who voices who. We do have some information like Dai Tabuchi voicing Hiro and Kenji, Henry Charles voicing Percy, and Aaron Barashi voicing Thomas. Plus, we do have the cast members as well, we just don't know which voices they do for each character. Anyways, the voice acting, personally and admittedly, after hearing their voices over here and comparing it to the US and Canada's voice cast, I prefer the dub across the pond. I believe the US dub has the better direction going on, as well as the cast having much more fitting voices. Over here, while I loved Heroes and Kenji voices, as well as Thomas's and Gordon's, everyone else, it's okay at best. However, with Percy's UK voice, to me, it's the most unfitting. Personally, he sounds a little tad low for the role, like, he sounds a bit older than Thomas to me. I'm not really a huge fan of it, but I'm not going to be too critical about it, since, after all, Henry Charles is a child actor. There's a few things I love about the special, the first of which being Bulstrode. He doesn't play a huge role, as he's only here for about 2 scenes, one at the beginning when he takes Kenji to Sodor, and one near the end in an important situation where he unintentionally saves Thomas and Kana after Thomas decides to try and use him to get across to the other side. I really enjoyed his voice here, and he was pretty funny. It's nice to see him make an appearance here. Hiro is the best part of the special, no questions asked. I love his characterization here. He's shown to be this old mentor that teaches Kenji with races. As previously mentioned, he also helped mentored Thomas and Kana here as well. He has a nice relaxing voice and personality. I really loved seeing him in this special, and I would love to see him again in any future episode. I love the animation here. It's very expressive and quite cute looking. The backgrounds look really nice, but it doesn't have that memorable look to it due to its simplicity. I do like how some of the characters are styled here, like with Gordon, Purdy, and Nia. I do like Thomas's design, but I do not like his buck teeth. Kana's front view is weird looking because she looks like an egg when you look at that front. And Diesel, he has a distracting huge forehead and it's just awful. As for the Sodor Cup characters, while I like the anthologist designs, Jiff and Riff is what I don't like. One of my friends say that they look like a McDonald's toy, and they're correct. They really do look like a toy that you get out of a Happy Meal box. The things I don't like are the reels. The reels are the most distracting part of the entire special. With this new look, their reels are like hydraulics. When something is coming over to them, they can use their reel axles to lift themselves up or to jump and duck over and under them respectively. The worst part is how the reels are used as hands and legs, so that they can hit a switch or to try and wiggle themselves around to try and stop, for example. It looks completely weird, and has been one of my biggest takeaways about the new show in whole. How the helicopter's design is what I don't really like either. He just looks really ugly due to how squarish he's shaped, and the fact he has a grey face now, which doesn't look right on him at all. Oh, and the anthologists Verona and Federico, they're just outright dicks. Enough said about them. So in short, it's an okay special, and serves as a good introduction to the new Thomas going forward for TV, on demand and streaming. Do I think this will bring in new fans? Well, there's a slight possibility that it might, but I can't see this being popular over here in the UK. A lot of parents still preferred when Ringo Starr was narrating and the models. They didn't like the CGI, so they're not going to like this reboot. I don't get how the heck some say Thomas looks menacing now. I don't get it, because to me, he doesn't look menacing at all. Nonetheless, I do think it's fine for children, and I definitely recommend giving this a watch once it hits the States and on TV again. But for everyone else, if you're a huge Thomas fan, or you're someone who doesn't like the cartoony style, or don't watch preschool shows, I can't recommend this at all.